I did suffer with a couple of eating disorders, one of them being binge eating disorder. I was very depressed and I gained some weight because I've been underweight for a long, long time. And my body was just like, it was just a reaction. It was like, I am starved of any nourishment. Yeah, but heal me, feed me. You know, obviously the big change in that made me gain weight. And it wasn't an enormous amount of weight. I think I went from a size, probably about a size, I suppose it does sound like a lot if you say like a size 6 to a size 14. And they called me sumo spice. I mean, how disgusting is that? This, in my world, at that time, when that happened, it was devastating. I think I found it the only way I could survive the experience was by switching off my feelings. I had to eat a certain way, I had to exercise a certain amount, and I couldn't not do it. So I had to switch off any of those like human emotions or any of those, just even listening to my own body. There was a task that had to be done and I had to complete it. I'm a robot, I must do it. This body is just a piece of machinery that will do what it has to do. And there was no choice. That was the thing, there was no choice. That was the way it had to be.
As an, much more mature person now, how do you feel about that young girl that was going through that?
I feel really sad for her. I feel like, it was the most incredible time of my life and the hardest. As much as I enjoyed it, it was joyless, because I had a secret and I was dealing with what I had to deal with and living my dream at the same time. It's a head fuck, is what it is, because I wouldn't change anything. I'd change that. I'd change that I became the victim of an eating disorder and exercising obsessively. I wish that hadn't happened to me, so I could have fully enjoyed the wonderful things that happened to me 100%. I feel so sorry that I did that to her. The first eating disorder, I started to just to eat less, small portions, and then I started to eliminate food groups to a point because I was terrified of fat, and then I was terrified of carbs, and then I wouldn't eat a banana because it's got too much sugar in it. I do not even know how I survived, and I think often now I get so exhausted. I think it's probably through years of being malnourished. I lived on fruit and vegetables for about 2 years. Underweight, my period stopped. I've always wanted to be a mum, but I had no choice but to live this life I was living, and I was jeopardising the chance of being a mum. I think like